Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me here today. Today we're going to be doing a nice little simple painting. I hope you could follow along with me. Let me have them run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While they're doing that, let me tell you what I got up here. On my regular 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double prime, and this time it has no liquid white, no liquid clear, no nothing. I thought today we could do a little bit different. Let's go ahead, let's grab our 1 inch brush. Let's just get straight into the video. We're going to take it through a little bit of phthalo blue. Now I'm using a 1 inch, making sure I push the paint into the bristles. Okay, let's come up here. You have to scrub it if you're not gonna use medium. So all I'm doing is just getting a little bit there. And you know what? I'm gonna grab a little bit of liquid clear on my palette and just add it onto my brush. So let's just plop it in. Just getting a little bit of that in there. You want to get it in the grain of the canvas. I'm not such a big fan of doing this because it takes me longer. I'll be quite frankly honest with you guys. It takes me longer. Just add a little bit of liquid clear so it can smoothen out. Look, I should have probably just added liquid clear. It's alright. Just scrubbing something on. I know it looks like a mess right now, and it kind of is, but that's the fun part about painting. You can turn any little thing into something better. There we are. There. A little bit more color there. And we gotta kind of have an idea where a mountain's gonna be. So maybe there's gonna live one over here. And this one, I think the most one's gonna live out here is right there. Just so I know where the sky's gonna go. There we are. Now I'm gonna go into a little bit of titanium white. And just to add in a little bit of opaque color. Just a little bit. There we are. Also kind of just brings it together. Any harsh marks, you can go with a little bit of titanium white paint and it'll disappear. There. There we are. We'll go into a little more phthalo blue. Darken up that corner up there. Same thing over here. Okay. Now let's go into a little bit more titanium white. Tap around the brush, and all I'm doing is tapping. Anyone can tap. You don't need no artist license for that. All you do is just tap away. And you just pull a little bit down. Okay. You grab a clean, dry 2-inch brush and just come up here and very softly just blend out that base. Lift upwards and go across. Now we can do that again and add in another cloud if you like. Look, let's come up here and treat it like a bush. I like to, when I'm doing clouds like these, I like to treat them like bushes. There we are. Just something like so. All I'm doing is pushing up on that one and just very lightly, very, very lightly lift up and go across. That's simple. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's block in a nice little mountain. I'm gonna grab the palette knife for that. Grab a little bit of phthalo blue, slightest touch of alizarin crimson, very slight, and we're gonna use titanium white. Just a good amount of titanium white. Act like you're trying to match the sky color. That's a good way I could do it. Just I went a little darker this time. And we're gonna come up here. Oh, this one's more like close to it, but also a nice different shade. So I'm just gonna tap it. Just tapping in. And I'm gonna, you know what? Let's get crazy. We can grab it here and shape it out with our palette knife. There we are. There. Grab it and remove those scratch marks. And just block in a little bit here and there. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Maybe with that same blue color and that same brush, a little bit of green, blue and yellow, little touch of brown just to dull it. We're gonna come up here and just a nice little mountain, with some grassy areas. There we are. Just tapping. Okay. Now let me step back, take a look. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's put in another mountain. Then we grab a little bit of black, just the slightest touch of black, just to darken up the blue shade and gray it out as well. You can tell that's a bit darker than the other one. That way it creates a sense more of that being closer. There. Maybe right here. Right there. Maybe it has a nice top peak. I gotta mix up more color. Phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, titanium white, and a little bit of black just to gray it out. Okay. There. Let me fix up any little spots I don't like too much. And you can kind of smudge that paint on. Grab our 2-inch and just grab it and pull. It's our same 32-inch. I didn't really change it. I didn't clean it. I'm a lazy painter. I'm too lazy to be cleaning. There. Okay, let's go into a little bit more green, a little more vibrant this time, just a little. And just something in there. There we are. Come up here. There. There we are. Just few little indications. Out here we'd have a little bit of grass just out there growing. Okay, let's go into a darker green. I want for the shadows just a little indication. Just a few little. This one's closer up, so you tell a little more details. There we are. Okay, that looks nice. Let me go into our base color. Just load up your brush, really. And we'll come up here and boom. Just maybe this scene is from Hawaii. Right now it's giving me a vibe of it being from Hawaii. Feels like Hawaii. If anyone's watching from Hawaii, let me know down in the comments section below. I used to have some viewers who used to watch from over there. So we'll see. We'll see who still watches. Okay. There. Let's go ahead. Let me clean off my knife. Have a little rag off to the side. Let me clear up some space on my palette real quick. And just step back a sec. Okay, so we're gonna mix up a nice orange color. Let's go into alizarin crimson, cadmium yellow. Just give me something nice, like a firecracker. Right here, look. Boom. You're probably saying he lost it now. I might have lost it. There. There we are. Let me just wipe off my brush a bit, and we'll block in this nice orange color. We'll make it look orange. Right now it's turning green because of the yellow, but in a second when we bring everything together, it should look good. Back with our palette knife, a little bit of that color. Now you decide. Maybe out here a bit. Maybe right here. Just a few little indications of layers of grass. Okay. And just tap it a bit. It is not turning orange. Well, we'll change it up. Let's go into a little bit of yellow. There. We work around situations. We don't We do not stay stuck on one. That's the last thing you want to do. I'm thinking about doing a video where I cut some parts out, but it's gonna be a little more challenging painting. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see the attention that video gets. There we are. Look at that. If it didn't work for one thing, it worked out for another. Now, let's go ahead and we'll grab a little bit more of the crimson into our blue color and a little touch of black, but I want it more to the red side. So let's come up here, because if it's too much on the blue side, exactly what happened over here will happen over here. But if we have it more to the red side, the orange will blend in more better, I assume. Notice how I said I assume. There we are. Okay, let's try that orange thing once again. So just mixing up a batch of orange just until I'm satisfied with it. Ooh, I got a nice firecracker. You know what? We'll use the nice 2-inch brush. Load up your brush, full with color. Let's come up here and boop, 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 boop. There we are. The more you tap it, the more it's gonna blend in. So maybe for the sake of not mud mixing, it's probably best one and done. There. Okay. There we are. Few little orange sparkles here and there. Let me pile up the paint. I want to put in extra little highlights in there. Okay. Let me clean off the brush a bit since it turned a little brown on me, just a little bit. And a few little sparklers. Since there's that orange underneath, it's less likely to mud mix. Look at that. You can do this. The main part is not giving up. That's the main part. And that's the hardest part too. Okay. Now, let me go ahead, let me step back. That looks nice. We'll add a little bit of brown to our color, a little bit of black. And what we'll do, guess what? Another layer. Okay. We're gonna do another one that's orange. But I think would be cool is if we do orange with a little bit of cadmium yellow highlights, so it looks like it's glowing. Just mixing up random colors on my brush, seeing what I get. All I want is dark, because with that dark color we can work our way around. There. Just making sure we have it fully covered. Let's come up here and into our orange. Maybe right here. There lives another layer of that fall color. Let's just mix up a good bunch of this orange. I have a good amount of powder, so I don't have to constantly be mixing it up. That's orange to the red side, so it needs more yellow. Shoot, we'll try that out. Let's tap some color. Ooh, yeah. I think that's gonna look nice because when we put the yellow highlights on, yeah. There, so just tapping it on. There we go. I have a bunch of this color mixed up already, so I gotta use it up now. Okay. So now I'm going to cadmium yellow, tap it, and few little spots. Now, where I want it to be a little more orange, we're gonna work that color in, and it's gonna blend, and it's gonna create a beautiful, beautiful orange. There. Little sparkles. There we are. In your life, it's probably not gonna look like this, but we're just painting the way we see nature. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. There we are. There. Now, we're gonna go ahead. Let's have some fun. We'll grab our fan brush, number 6. We'll load it up full with mountain mixture. Let's come up here. Boop. And it needs a friend. Boop. Let's add a few leaves. There we are. And just lightly, very lightly tug on it, just to create that illusion of tons and tons of leaves. There. Okay, so now let me pile up the paint, that orange pile, and all I'm gonna do is just simply add in a little bit of brown highlights. So grabbing a little bit of Van Dyke brown and a little bit of titanium white, just to put in a few little subtle indications. There we are. A few little a few little things going up in there. And this one can't be left out. Okay, we'll go into a little bit of cadmium yellow with that same dirty fan brush. Load it up. And come up here and shoot. There. Load up if you have to. There we are. Little bit over here. Over here. There. And let's go ahead, let's finish off strong. Let's go ahead, let's grab a little bit of black. Just a little bit. And just scrubbing on. Just making sure you have some dark in there. And we're going to go ahead into a little bit of cadmium yellow. And we're going to have this orangey yellow color. There we are. There. We'll add in a few little extra grassy areas nearby the leaves, and a little extra highlight over here. And I think with that concludes today's painting. I really hope you enjoy and try this painting out. If you do, send me a photo. I would love to see what you create. I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care, my friends. Goodbye.